Morning. Hopefully you're feeling a bit better about things this morning. Try to get my camera at the right angle here. You can see me head. There we go. So 10 weeks through to probably 18, 20 weeks are like really early days. It's all about cuddles, time spent with Odie, interacting. He will be very curious and very interested in exploring the world, and labs explore the world with their mouth, which is why they're nippy. So if they're nipping, you just redirect with the toy, just gently push a toy in between his mouth and your hand, and also say no. So no, just gentle redirection. Okay, don't tell him off, just no, gentle redirection, and he'll gradually get the hang of it. If the nips, as he gets bigger, they get a bit harder, they're more painful, there's nothing wrong with doing what another puppy would do, which is going, ow! And then break your eye contact, break your interaction and walk away. And once he's sat back down again going, oh, it's a bit weird, what happened there? Then you can re-interact. And it gets quite frustrating at the beginning because you seem to spend a lot of time playing for about 10 seconds and then having to walk away. But that's normal. The cardboard box with holes in, I think I texted you about, so they can climb through and explore and eat it and chew it. Doesn't matter if they eat bits of cardboard too much, just keep an eye that they're not eating high volume because it gets stuck in their system. Egg boxes are really good. They like egg boxes. Nice textures, nice shapes, good fun to crawl through. And the other one that ours are all taken to is loo rolls. They like empty loo rolls. And what you can do, if you collect your empty loo rolls, if you squash the side in, poke it inside, you can get quite a few stacked inside like that, and it makes quite a good solid chew toy, so they're quite good as well for him to play with. Cardboard generally to play with when you're around. If you're not around, cardboard's not so good because you need to be around just to keep half an eye on the joke hazard side of things, so that's cool. But cardboard is a lifesaver. They like it a lot. Interaction wise, you'll get at 10 weeks old 5 minutes if you're lucky of attention span. You want little tiny treats, something that he really likes. We've got these little beef and cheese flavour. Cheese is like catnip to dogs, they love it, they'll do anything for it. So as he gets bigger and less interested, move on to sort of little tiny bits of cheese and ham, but only tiny bits, this sort of size. You can play touch, which I described to you over the text chat last night. This one does touch very well now as an adult. So if I say Jaffa, touch, there we go, good girl. We actually, you don't want to eat that. You do. You got to earn it. The other games you can play when they're young. Okay, I know Jaffa's grown up, but she learnt these when she was tiny. Paw is a very easy one to do. You can go paw. Okay, while Odie's very tiny, you might just have to pick the paw up a couple of times, and then encourage him. And as soon as he goes, go yes, good boy, good girl. Paw, and then you can do other paw to get the other paw to lift. That's good fun too. They pick those up quite young, paw and other paw, and that's a standard one that everybody knows. So it's a nice easy one to do. You'll learn these in puppy class as you go through puppy class, but lie down or down, whichever word you choose, takes a bit more time to get going, but it's quite a fun one to try and teach. And you start it by having the treat in your hand, and you take the treat down and hold it on the ground and then put it gently away from them, and they will eventually get the hang of the idea that they need to lie down to get the treat. That one takes a little bit more patience and persistence. It takes a few weeks to get the hang of. And roll over, or in our case die for the queen, but it depends how you do it, but most people say roll over. I've heard somebody the other day teach it a sunny side up, but I wasn't sure about that. You can, once they're in the lying down position, you can use the treat again to steer their nose over, and they will roll over with you. So if you steer it over towards their tummy and roll them over, they will roll over. So that's another one you can work out, which is a bit of fun. Games in the house, 10 weeks is really early doors, so probably in a couple of weeks or so you can start playing hide and seek. Hide and seek's really fun. So you get a handful of treats, let them have a little sniff with a closed fist so you can smell where they are. And then you can go and put 2 or 3 of them around the house in somewhere easy to find to start with. So just put them on the floor and then say, find them. And he'll go off and search for them with a bit of your help to start with. He's not going to have a clue what to do initially. So you might go, what's this here and what's this there? Keep your voice interesting, keep him interested. And then have another go. Ask him, put him in the other room. And while you're doing this, so you're probably 3 or 4 weeks time, you'll be able to start, once he's got the sit sorted and is working properly, you'll be able to start working on stay or wait, whichever you choose to use. So stay or wait, and you just start moving away a step. And if they come towards you, you push them back gently and go, right, no, wait, and then take a step back. And if they stay put, that's treat. Okay, and then you stay and then take a couple of steps back. And if they move, just push them back gently and then go back again. And every time they stay put, that's a treat. So you can start working on stay. So that's another quite a fun one to work with. And stay and hide and seek sort of work together, because when you play hide and seek, they do get the hang of the idea surprisingly quickly, actually, that they need to kind of hang on before they go and find what you're hiding. So it was usually easier with 2 people. We usually, maybe get Pete to sit with Odie and hold him in situ while you go and hide the treats, and then call him from the other end. So you've got recall in hide and seek, you've got sit and stay, and you've also got that nose working and burning off some energy. So you've got lots of things going on there. So it's a really good game to get going. Don't forget he is a baby. He's literally 10 weeks old. He's just a baby. He just wants cuddles, loves, and to know that he's okay. A lot of that barking and that whining is crying. A lot of that is he's lonely, he's missing his mum, he needs the interaction. So have a think about how you, obviously having his own room is great, but a 10-week-old dog in his own room on his own is a bit of a big change for him. He needs during the day really to be near you, hopefully in a bed by your feet. He'll get the hang of your daily routine. Give him a chance. I know it's frustrating at the beginning, but give him a chance to get used to your routine, and he'll settle. Once he gets the hang of the routine, he'll understand that things are going to happen. Get him out round the block every couple of, take him out, carry him outside for a couple of minutes every hour, something like that. Kind of, you might have to modify your own routine a little bit just to accommodate it. But dogs and cats are slightly different. Cats have their own world, and you're the food in the hand that feeds with a bit of interaction. Dogs are totally dependent on you. Your world needs to map around that dog. So it is a slightly different approach. But it's such a lovely journey. It really is. It's such a lovely journey. As you find your feet, and start to get sorted, you will have a wonderful journey, from beginning to end. And labs are such lovely dogs. They are dinosaurs to bring up, but the effort is worth it. You will have a beautifully loyal dog, at the end of the day. There are lots of other games, but I'm gonna leave it at that for the minute so you can get started. And I will remember lots of other things as we go. But get a food dice and a food ball that you can put his kibble in, because that tires them out. Anything that makes them use their mind tires them out in the same way that going for a walk would. So while they're young, you need to tire their mind rather than tire their walk. And you will need to help them learn how to do these things. So you'll need to show them how the food ball rolls and a bit of kibble drops out. And you'll need to be with them that first couple of feeds. But they'll soon get the hang of it. The ball is easier than the dice. The dice is really challenging, and that'll keep them busy for half an hour. So that's really cool. What else? Have fun. You can make cardboard tunnels, you can make cardboard castles, you can use tennis balls, or we used to have a boat buoy, a fender hanging from a bit of rope that they could just push around and chew. A couple of ours took to that, the other one didn't, but 2 of ours took to that as an idea. Try different things, as long as you're there to just keep half an eye and supervise with new things so that you can see how he gets on with them. And if you leave him on his own, make sure he's only left with dog specific toys, or no toys, just so he sleeps. Puppies normally sleep realistically 5-6 hours a day minimum. So if he's awake all day, it's because he's unsettled and he's not comfortable and he's not got a routine. So you've got an overtired toddler. So you need to just try and gently get into a little bit of a routine, and he'll settle into that routine. And as his anxieties drop away, very much like we humans have anxieties, he will settle and that noise level will come down. But it's not unusual. What you're going through is not unusual. This is really normal for a new puppy to be really quite vocal in those first few days. I mean, this one behind me here that's gone to sleep now, had the most incredible howl for the first 3 weeks at night, and I literally spent a month sleeping on the floor next to the crate while she got used to being apart from the pack. So it is a normal thing, don't panic. it will stop. I think that's the most useful stuff I can give you initially. If you, I said to you in the text, seriously, if you've got, it doesn't matter how silly the question is. You know, we've all asked those questions. We've all been there. Give us a ring and ask, and if I can help, I will, or I'll direct you to somebody that can. Or if you just need to scream, or if you just need a break, you know, come over and bring Odie over, and we're all jabbed up anyway, so bring him over here, have a break, let him run around with Jaffa for a bit, and have a breather for yourselves. And I'm hoping that you'll get going and be all right. It really is very early days to be making a decision at this point. But obviously, if things are going horribly sideways, then give us a shout, and we'll see what we can do to help you out, vis-a-vis moving forward. If you decide to go that route. Other than that, good luck. Enjoy it. You know. I used to, when Jaffa was tiny, when we went out, I used to have my big sailing Musto jacket, and I used to just drop her down the front of it and zip up round it, so she gets a proper body cuddle. It's lovely. But you can pop them in a rucksack and sort of zip it up so the head's poking out, and then just wear the rucksack front to back like a baby pouch. There's all sorts of ways you can get out and about with them. You've got the first 3 months really, so to expose them to as many different things as you can. So buses, trains, different textures, different sounds, different lights, different buildings, meet lots of new people, meet as many people as you can in those 3 months and let them handle them. Also, actually, what is important is while they're very small, get used to very gently saying, I'll show you on Jaffa here. Jaffa, sit up, sit up, sit. Can you see Jaffa there? Yeah. Just get them very gently. I've got ears. I'm just going to look at your ears. Good girl. Look at those ears. I'm just going to look at those ears. Good girl. Show me. There we go. Show me. And those eyes. Show me those eyes. There's a good girl. There's a good girl. Look at those eyes. Lovely eyes. I think I have a look at that paw. Let's have a look at those feet. Yeah, look at those feet and those nails. There's a good girl. I'm going to look at those feet and nails. Okay, so I'm just gently, I'm going to get licked now. I'm just gently examining feet, ears, eyes and paws. It's a really good thing to start really, really young. Just talk nice and gently to them, manipulate them, just have a little look. And it does two things. One, gets the dog really used to being handled and examined, makes vet life much easier later on. And also it gets you used to how things look and feel, so that you will see as things change and if anything's amiss later on. So that's a really good thing to do at this stage. And always reward when you've done it. So nice treat when you've done it. I think that's it. I won't go any further because otherwise the video won't let me send it. But right, guys.